spirit that I join into a discussion of one of the critical issues of our time, namely how to mobilize different forms of capital for the project of state building. To put the assumptions very clearly, capitalism after 150 years has become acceptable, and so has democracy. If we looked in the world of 1945 and looked at the map of capitalist economies and democratic polities, they were the rare exception, not the norm. The question now, however, is both about which form of capitalism and which type of democratic participation. But we must acknowledge that this moment has brought about a rare consensus of assumptions, and that provides the ground for a type of action, because consensus of each moment allows us to act, and it is necessary, no matter how fragile or how provisional our consensus, to be able to move forward. But the majority of the world neither benefit from capitalism nor from democratic systems. Most of the globe experiences the state as repressive, as an organization that is concerned about denial of rights, about denial of justice, rather than provision of it. And in terms of experience of capitalism, there are two aspects that the rest of the globe experiences. First, extractive industry. Blood diamonds, smuggled emeralds, timber that is cut right from under the poorest. Second is technical assistance. And technical assistance might shock you, but it's the worst form of today, of the ugly face of the developed world to the developing countries. Tens of billions of dollars are supposedly spent on building capacity with people who are paid up to $1,500 a day, who are incapable of thinking creatively or organically. Next assumption, and of course the events of July 7, I express my deep sympathy, and before that September 11, have reminded us we do not live in three different worlds. We live in one world. But that's easily said, but we are not dealing with the implications of the one world that we are living in. And that is that if we want to have one world, this one world cannot be based on huge pockets of exclusion and then inclusion for some. We must now finally come to think about the premises of a truly global world in relationship to the regime of rights and responsibilities and accountabilities that are truly global in scope. Otherwise, we will be missing this open moment in history where we have a consensus on both the form of politics and the form of economics. What is one of these organizations to pick? We have